From where the moon sits, the Earth shines. But like the moon, it has its dark side. For instance, in the summer of 1969, 29 wars were being fought somewhere in our world. And in California, members of a madman's cult murder 7 people, 7 strangers. Summer will be long gone before the killers are caught. At the moment, it is August, when the murders and the fear begin.
We have 5 dead bodies, all apparently by gunshot. There are 3 male bodies and 2 female bodies. The area is a nice area. The home's a $200,000 home.
We have a weird homicide with 2 bodies inside, 2 bodies outside. We don't have anybody that we can talk to.
Police here at Sharon Tate's home in Bel Air tell me they have not determined the cause of death of Sharon Tate or 4 other persons found here this morning. All the police or Coroner Thomas Noguchi will say is that the people died of either gunshot or stab wounds.
According to the maid, Sharon Tate was pregnant.
The dead are Sharon Tate, the movie actress, Abigail Folger, age 26, a member of the Coffey family, Jay Sebring, a Hollywood hairstylist, and Wojtek Frykowski, said to be a friend, and an unidentified man. Tom Shell at the Tate home in Bel Air section of Los Angeles.
On Saturday, August 9th, at a house in Benedict Canyon leased by movie star Sharon Tate and her husband Roman Polanski, police find the slaughtered bodies of 5 people, including that of the actress 8 months pregnant. Polanski is in Europe. The 5 bodies have been stabbed a total of 102 times. 3 of them also have been shot. The very next night, the horror continues.
2 people were murdered, and it's roughly similar to what transpired in West L.A. the day before. Multiple stab wounds, that's all I can tell you.
Lino LaBianca, a supermarket tycoon, and his wife return home with a boat they have retrieved from their son. They are stabbed 54 times. A neighbor, Don Steyer, comes back from a long absence to the home he had lent to a friend.
When I woke up about 11 o'clock in the morning, I opened my eyes and I look out the window, which was right next to my head, and I saw a policeman's head pop directly up next to me. The cops were in the bushes, they were everywhere. So I then was in a cold sweat, tried to get a hold of my friend, and at that point, his mother told me what had happened next door at the LaBianca house. And the first thought in my mind then was, gee, my lights were on all night, the doors were wide open, I was up, but for the grace of God, it could have been me.
Hollywood panics. People hide behind multiple locked doors, if they can. It takes 2 weeks to get a locksmith. It takes $1,500 to buy a guard dog.
Hollywood became an armed camp. Kerr Sporting Goods on Wilshire Boulevard ran out of small handguns. You couldn't hire security guards.
Musician John Phillips, who had been a frequent visitor to the Tate House, remembers the fear.
They were hiring college kids from UCLA, the football team, the basketball team, the track team, the baseball team as bodyguards. Everyone was completely paranoid.
The Los Angeles Police Department has assigned 17 sergeants and 2 lieutenants to investigate both of the brutal murders. As it stands today, they have 2 crimes that are similar. They have 7 people who are dead, and they have no solid suspects. Dick Shoemaker, ABC News, Los Angeles.
The killers would not be caught for months. In August, police are concentrating their search in Los Angeles. But while the city trembles, the strangers who created the terror are bivouacked at an old ranch far away in stark, rugged territory that is as hostile to outsiders as they are. A half-day's drive from Los Angeles near the southern edge of Death Valley, some of the most godforsaken country on earth. A 34-year-old man who had spent half his life in prisons and who likened himself to Christ frolicked in the wilderness that summer with his disciples, most of them women, all of them younger than he. Nourished on sex and drugs, they had surrendered their minds to Charles Manson. They were his family. 4 of those disciples committed the Tate LaBianca atrocities because Manson willed it. The hardcore Manson family numbered about 3 dozen. Not all killers, but all acolytes of evil. The family is the dark underside, the perversion of the hippie counterculture that flowered in the summer of 1969.
These faces and the facts bred a certain paranoia about hippies. See, hippies are evil. Told you so. Earlier that summer, Hollywood told a different story.